Just so you guys have an idea, 90% of the time, I have no idea what I'm supposed to speak about. I don't sit there behind the scenes and figure out this is the topic, this is what we need to do, this is what I need to say. It just comes from spirit. And I've been thinking all day about what we're going to say. And just had a previous conversation with some of my team about charity. Charity. And sometimes destruction in the world, sometimes just giving. And I understand that this is right before the holidays. And the holidays can be very difficult for people. They really can. You would think that most of us believe that, oh, it's going to be so wonderful, it's so beautiful. But sometimes real life comes in during this time. We look back at the year and we look back at loved ones that have died or that have been sick. We look back at what we were not able to achieve, what we wanted to achieve completely. It's a remembrance and it's a review of our last year. Sometimes it's about what we really wanted and didn't get. Sometimes it's about what we wanted and did get. So it's a time of celebration. It's a time of connection. It's a time of oneness. Sometimes it's about, wow, I have to deal with my family. And my family isn't the best family that I could have picked. Or there's going to be an obstacle, or there's going to be a problem with my sister over there that is just always difficult during family time, holidays. Sometimes it's about, I can't wait to be with my loved ones. I just want to spend my holiday with myself. Now, it's interesting that holidays bring upon all this emotion, all of this, everything that we have been through or that we're not addressing. And if you're not addressing it, it's going to show up no matter what. It will, until you resolve it, until you figure it out, until you have understanding, not an emotional reaction. Nothing about emotional reaction. It's just about I have to go through this. So how I started this conversation was about charity. Charity. Holidays can bring up huge problems, huge emotional issues with people. I used to work a suicide line every Christmas Eve because suicide is one of the biggest things that happen during the holidays because of all those issues that I was just talking about. I didn't get what I needed. My family isn't what my family needs to be. I don't have the money to give gifts. I've failed at my marriage. I failed with my children. I don't have a home anymore. Again, charity. I don't have a home. My home was just washed away or my home burned up. This time of year brings intensity and this like a spotlight on you. What have you not resolved? What is it that you can't handle? What did you not do? What did you not do? Did you ask forgiveness for messing up? No, I didn't ask forgiveness. I don't deserve forgiveness. I resolved this issue with my family and I can't wait to see them. Hug them, love them, doesn't matter. But it brings this intenseness about who you are and who you're not, what you have done and what you have not done. Have you helped? Have you not helped? It's been all about you this year. It's a closure of the end of the year. And it makes us reflect. It makes us reflect. Now, new moons, which I've said before, the reason I do the new moon is about new beginnings. New moon, new life, new beginning, new idea, new way, new way. So if you're going to take this new moon into true heartedness, one, look at the new way that you need to become. Where do I need to do better? What's my new way of thinking? What's my new way going into 2026? My new way of life. What is my new way of communicating to my loved ones? What is my new way of contributing? What is my new way of looking at charities and becoming a part of that? Become a part of the charity that people are struggling out there, and people have much less than I do. Much less than I do. I have enough hamburger to make burgers tonight. What is the new way of you saying, okay, I don't have any money, but I have hamburger tonight? How can I help somebody that doesn't have the money to have a hamburger? How can I help somebody that their whole home, everything that they've ever wanted or desired is gone? Their family has perished. Their life, as they've ever known it, is completely gone. How do you contribute? How do you see your new way of life? Maybe you need to change your job. Maybe you need to change your marriage. Non-judgment here. But I want you to start thinking about charity. I want you to start thinking about, how do I help, instead of what am I getting? What am I receiving? What do I not have? How do I give? How do I offer? How? What do I have that someone else might need? Maybe it's a hug. Maybe it's a conversation. Maybe it's something that I possess. Maybe it's something that I possess that I haven't used in years. And these people really need this. If anybody has ever gone through a tragic situation and they have left with nothing, trust me. Trust me. I've been through it. I personally have been through it. Lost my home. Lost all my personal belongings. All of them. The only thing I had is clothes on my back. That's it. So when you're faced with that, only thing you think about at that moment is, how do I help someone else? You don't even think about, how do I survive? You learn empathy, you learn sympathy, you learn humility, for sure. And when somebody just gives you a coat or shirt a blanket. That's it. You just look at yourself and go, how blessed am I? How blessed am I? So this holiday season, every day after that, I want you all to understand what you give is so important. It changes people's lives. It changes their perspective. A word, a handshake, a hug. There was a man a number of years ago, and I didn't really think that we'd talk about this, but I was a single woman with 2 children, working 3 jobs, and had no money at Christmas. None. Zero money. Doing everything I can to take care of my home and feed my children. Very little money. And this guy next door, this old man next door comes up. It was right before Christmas. And he knocks on my door. He's a neighbor. Knocks on my door and brings me a Christmas tree. And I thought, wow, oh my God, this is so amazing. We could have Christmas. And he brings this tree into my house. It's a live Christmas tree. And I started laughing about it and said, I don't have anything to put this Christmas tree in. I don't have a stand, I don't have a bowl. He's like, oh, you don't have a bowl? I said, no, I don't have any way to put this tree in water. So sure enough, he came back with a pot. And it was from his kitchen, just a pot. And he set it up so that this tree could actually stand, but it was standing against the wall. And I thought, wow, how amazing is this? I thanked him, of course, that I could have Christmas with my children. And then I thought, wow, I have no way to decorate this tree. So one of the times that somebody had given me a sheet for one of the beds, it didn't fit any of the beds that I had, but that's okay. I started cutting that sheet up. I made strips of the sheet. And I thought, this could be bows. We could put bows on this tree. So I cut all those up and had my children help me make bows and then put these bows on this tree. Well, that's getting there. That's doing pretty good. Look at there. We got bows on the tree. It happened to be white, the color of the divine white. So I hooked all those bows up and thought, well, we need just a little bit more. So I had my children make snowflakes. We took some pieces of paper. Actually, it was out of a newspaper. It wasn't even clear white paper. It was a newspaper that had come to my door. And if you've ever not done that, you fold it in whatever ways you want to fold it, and then you take scissors. But we didn't have scissors at the time, so we just cut with our fingers little pieces. We put those snowflakes on the tree. And I thought, this is good. This is really good. And I realized that I had some popcorn that somebody had given to me along with the sheet. So I strung popcorn together, me and my children strung popcorn together, because all the threads of that sheet, when I pulled it apart, there was literally like some thread there. So we would tie the popcorn with the thread and then string it and then put another one there, another one, and another one. This is a good Christmas. It's good. And my children were so excited about the tree, and so was I. A few days later, went to the grocery store to buy dinner. I didn't have much money at all. Actually, about $3. My son, one of my sons, kept wanting a toy that he saw at the grocery store. I told him, I can't get that for you. We need to have dinner. We need to have dinner. And he was very upset. So as I was walking my children out to the car, some man came up. Sorry about the tears. Some man came up. I said, "Ma'am, can I help you?" I said, "No, I'm fine." He said, "No, honestly, like, can I help you? What do you do for a living? Do you have a job?" I said, "Well, I have three." He said, "Do you have help with your children?" I said, "Somewhat, yes." And he said, "Tell me what you do for a living." And I told him. I said, "I'm a clairvoyant. I do readings for people. I help them as much as I can." He says, "Okay." He goes, "Can you wait right here?" Older gentleman. I'm like, "What do you mean, wait right here?" "No, I need to get my kids to home for dinner." He said, "Just give me a couple minutes, please." For some reason, I said yes. This man goes back into the grocery store and comes out with two buggies of food, two big buggies of food, and the toys that my son wanted. He said, "Here, I got these for you and your children." I said, I cannot take that." He said, "No, please take that." It was because I want a reading from you. I said, "Okay, I'll give you a reading." He goes, "In exchange for this food." I said, "This much food is way, way too much for the amount that I charge for a reading." I said, "I don't care. Just look at it as a tip or something. Or I'll send you more people. I'll send you more people. If you're good at what you do, I'll refer you. And you can start making a better living." Of course, I said yes. I had children to feed. And I knew I was supposed to help people. That man, to this date, this is over 30 years ago, one of the greatest blessings me and my family have ever had. He knows my children. They know him and his wife. I've been blessed with his family, with many people that he has sent to me. He's been one of the best clients, dear, almost family to me. Or we would say that we're family together for sure. And it's just because he witnessed my son wanting something that I could not give him at that moment. I was unable to do that. And he paid attention and he witnessed, I'm sure, my struggle. Didn't know the whole story behind it. And he didn't even ask. The beauty of it, he didn't ask. He didn't ask what I had gone through. He didn't ask how I was going to get out of it. He just offered what he could. And that's what charity's about. That's what charity is about. Is looking and witnessing and watching and saying, I can help this person. I can help this situation. Don't know what the situation is, but I'm in offering. Because I see somebody struggling or not okay, and I'm going to give. I'm going to give. And I'm not going to ask anything in return. And if this person has something to offer me back, that's great. So, charity isn't about offering money. Sometimes it is. Sometimes people need money, but that doesn't fix their problem. It doesn't fix their situation. It's about listening. It's about looking at it. It's about saying, how do I contribute? How may I contribute here? And in an offering of the self, an offering of the true self, I can help build something. I can give direction here. I can carry groceries out of a grocery store for that elderly lady. Charity means awareness of everybody needs assistance, everybody needs help, and everybody can contribute. So in this new moon, I'm asking everybody to find a way to contribute. Look around, get out of yourself, find somebody, anybody that you can help, that you can assist. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. And when you think you don't have anything to help somebody else, look again. Because there's many ways to help. There's many ways to contribute. There's many ways to find something inside of yourself that someone else just needs. They just need that. And it's not just around the holidays. Please, I'll challenge you every day. You can find something to do. You can find something to do for somebody else. You let me know, and I'm going to beat you. I'm going to give you more or them more, something else. So if you want to have challenges, come to me. Challenge me. Challenge your neighbor. Challenge your buddy. Challenge your wife. Challenge your sister, your brother. I'm going to outgive you. I'm going to outgive you. There's always something that you can offer. Always. So challenge each and every one of you to outgive each other. You would not believe how you help people. It gives them a breath of life. It gives them some a semblance of hope. It gives them wind beneath their wings sometimes. Just that breath of life that they need. Because they don't have much. Or they don't have any anymore. Please continue to give. Look for people that need your help. It's not going to cost you anything. Just serve. Just love. Many blessings to you all.